Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing great out there. Christo Garcia, My Swing Evolution. Here I am trying to do a live broadcast from my room, which is a little bit challenging, but we're going to do the best we can. The reason why I'm firing up this live shoe is because I got to play golf yesterday at a really amazing place. The camera's all askew. I got to play golf at this amazing place called Oak Quarry, and as far as I know, it's the only place in California where you can even play. It was amazing that I was able to get out there, and so you guys know that I've been really pinning some hopes on my new bullseye putter and the old brass putter. It's the same kind of putter I had when I was a kid. I got it when I was in junior high school and I played with it into high school. Yeah, I was really lucky to be able to get out and play some golf. So here's the deal. I was a little bit rusty, hit some great shots on the first couple of holes. I was like, oh, everything's cool. And then I had a side hill, kind of downhiller lie, long iron, and I kind of top pulled it into the junk. Ended up making a big number on that hole, and then I hit this kind of like slight shank on a par 3 that ended up to be a pretty, I made a double bogey on that hole. So I was a little bit rusty on the front side, I was like, oh boy. But me and my friends were having a good time. We were laughing a lot and really having a good time. But I was rolling the ball. I was rolling it okay. And I'll talk about my release at the end of this video. Okay, I got a question here because that's part of what I'm really, really excited about. But at any rate, we made the turn, and I've heard that the back nine is super kick butt at this place called Oak Quarry. The video, I wanted to make this video because I knew it was going to probably be a couple days before I could edit up all the footage I shot. The golf course, I was very impressed. I was really, really impressed. And very spectacular layout. And after the front nine, I heard that the back nine is really where all the fireworks go off visually. And I'm like, okay. So I was like, you got a nice little warm up. Let's get going. So parred the first hole, pretty cool. I played it well, narrowly missed a birdie. Second hole, bogey, missed the green, what can I say? Third hole, bombed a drive, caught the cart path. It was like 330. I had a 4-iron into the green, and I was in the greenside bunker. And so I'm like, oh God, okay, so I'm gonna make a birdie here. And I made a birdie on the front side on a par 5. There's no rakes out there. The sand traps are, there's no rakes because they don't want you touching rakes and reaching in. Okay, there's no rakes and there's no holes. The cups are pulled up out of the green and you roll your ball to hit the hole. Okay, that's what we are calling an in putt. So it's completely unofficial, but they don't want people reaching in the holes and leaving the COVID or the corona, or grabbing the pins. That's a whole nother different conversation, but it was like 95 degrees, bright sunny conditions. I think we were fine. So I'm in this greenside bunker. I'm 1 over on the third hole of the back nine, and I'm thinking, okay, this is it, man. You may even make an eagle here. I go to splash this thing out. It is nothing but clay. I blade the thing over into the junk, make a double bogey when I'm like thinking is a guaranteed birdie. I thought it was such an easy greenside shot. So the big turning point comes on the next hole, okay? I hear it's the toughest hole on the course. We're dead into the wind. It's not crazy long, but it's over 400 yards. I popped up my drive a little bit, and the wind was in our face. I hit a cutter, and it just died. I had about 200 yards to the green over a valley, like over a cliff, like one of these huge, it's on the side of this cliff, and there's a big tree in front of me. And I did one of the simplest but smartest things I ever could have done. I hit a 7-iron, and left myself, I still had, 59 yards to a tucked pin. But if you saw where this pin was over this gorge, if I had tried to go for the green even, I could have easily brought myself into deep, deep trouble. I laid up on a par 4, hit a 7-iron, then hit a low check wedge, 59 yards to 6 feet, dropped the putt, and that was the smartest decision I could have made on this back 9. I'm +3 at this point, 4 holes into it. And then the next hole is the hardest hole, one of the most amazing holes I've ever seen. It's across this massive gorge, pond, lake, with this huge granite wall behind the green. You'll see all this, in a day or two when I make the video. And I've got a 4-iron into this green. I think it was 204 yards. And there's like, the green is over the gorge. There's some bailout room to the right, but there's not even really much bailout room. And so I hung in there, and I'll tell you, I did bail out a little bit. I missed the green to the right. I was by the greenside bunker. Great pitch shot over the bunker, tink, right into the cup. And I'm like, all right, a birdie, like this super duper tough hole. So then the next hole is, now the wind switched, And so I took a 3-wood off the tee, overcooked it a little bit, but I was in this light rough, and I had a wedge into the green. It was like 100 yards. And, I hit it to about, I'm going to say 15 feet. Tink, another birdie. Next hole, I hit a nice solid drive. I had an 8-iron into the green. Again, over gorge water and a very, very hard shot to the green. I left it about 20 feet underneath the hole. Tink, another birdie. I just rammed that one. And the bullseye putter is coming alive. That's 4 birdies in like the last 7 holes. And I was just like, man, this may be the thing. So the deal is, my game, I've been suffering because I've had the yips. But I got this putter, the same putter that I had when I was a kid. And I've always had a problem trying to measure how much hit to put on the ball when I'm putting. It's like, how hard do I hit it for 47 feet? How hard do I hit it for 60 feet? I've tried to roll it. I haven't been able to get that feeling until I pulled this old bullseye putter out of my garage. And I'm not saying I'm going to turn into some great putter, but I've been putting on the carpet and everything, and I'm like, wait, this is a really familiar feeling. And I believe golf is really, you have to go through some mechanics, which is left brain thinking, but until you can get into your creative imagination, your right side thinking, where you're using your imagination, your creative thought processes, and your touch and feel, you're never really performing at your optimum. So this putter is beginning to give this to me. So I just had to tell you guys about that. I ended up shooting even par on the backside. So that was a lot of fun, especially after this layoff. But somebody asked me about my release, okay? Where I'm at with my swing, I felt very good about my swing, for a few years now, ever since, the Hogan Code came out, etc. I am getting a deeper and better feeling of releasing a swinging object as opposed to a hit impulse. The old argument, swinger versus hitter, okay? And what I'm really feeling now is it's kind of like the push-pull, but it's kind of swinging through the hands. Yeah, the top hand is pulling back. The left hand is the right hand is pushing through in my case, but it's a feeling like my release point is in front of impact. And Mr. Hogan had it the most of anybody I've ever seen. And so, I'll talk about the putting with your eyes on. At any rate, I'm really releasing the club in front of me more. I'm making impact, and I'm feeling that it's just just butter, just smooth butter, hitting it long. You know, I'm very pleased about my ball striking. I'm feeling like if I can get this putter going, I may be looking at some really good golf this year. And I don't know how much it's mental and how much it's just the putter itself. Maybe there's something about it, the way it hefts in my hands, you know, as I stand over the putt. But there is a familiarity that brings me back to when I was a kid and I'd just be trying to make putts. But here's the thing. I have the ball under my left eye, right over it, and I want to keep my head down until the ball's long gone. None of this peaky stuff here. That's a key thing. I remember when I played some good golf when I was a little kid, when I was like 13 and 14, 15, I played my best golf, and then I played horribly for 25 years. But during that period when I was a kid and I played some good golf, this story helps you guys out. I hope you're hanging in there until we all get a chance to play golf. It was packed yesterday. Only course in Southern California I know of that was open, but it was fun and I can't wait to get out there and play more. So in the meantime, I hope you swing fast and loose and I hope you hit them long and hit them straight. Cheers.